From the heart of Wayne County, this is Wayne Goldsboro Television, Goldsboro, North Carolina.
Today is Tuesday. It's January 10th, 2017, and this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. I'm Wayne Alley.
I'm Pat Garner.
And Pat.
And Wayne.
The snow is still out there, but it has not snowed in a couple of days now. Thank goodness for that.
Yes.
Man, we have had some cold weather.
It has been.
It has been cold. One night got down to below 10, and it has just been interesting.
It's been burr.
2 weeks before it snowed, we had 70-degree temperatures. And guess what? At the end of this week, we'll have another day of 70-degree temperatures. So the weather all over the place. It's up and down, roller coaster ride, some are calling it. But I hope everyone got through the storm without a whole lot of discomfort. And I just hope they did. But we had the snow today. The high is going to be in the mid-40s. We'll see some melting. We're still going to have some cooler temperatures at night, cold temperatures at night, but not down to the teens or single digits. But we'll recover from this thing very nicely. As a matter of fact, by the end of the week, it's just going to be like summertime outside. Well, not summer, but 70-degree temperatures.
You think it's summer?
You're going to think it's summer compared to what we have had. Yeah. And no mention of rain or precipitation of any kind in the forecast, except maybe I think there's going to be one day with like a 20% chance. Or maybe as much as 30% chance, but that's not a lot of rain. That is not a lot of rain.
We'll take the rain.
All right, but what about the snow?
Skiing and tubing Fridays.
Woo!
That would have been perfect this
Wouldn't it, though?
weekend. Goldsboro Parks and Recs is hosting the Wintergreen Resort trip on the January 13th, February 3rd, and March 3rd, which is all Fridays. You will leave at 5 a.m. You will return at 10 p.m. So it is a one-day trip. Skiing is $60, tubing is $25, and you can contact Parks and Recs at 919-739-7449.
That's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
If you ski or tube, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Or if you tube and ski.
Or, yeah, in that order. Order. I'll have a hamburger all the way. Okay, coming up, we've got a banquet on Thursday, the 26th of January. At the Goldsboro Event Center, the largest event of the year, the Chamber of Commerce's annual banquet, providing an overview of the Chamber's accomplishments during the previous year, and includes the ceremonial induction of the 2017 Chairman of the Board, old Blue Eyes himself. That's right. Yeah. Frank Sinatra, the new Chairman of the Board. No, wait, that's somebody else. To its membership and the community. Now, the spotlight of the evening is the Chamber's presentation of the Cornerstone Award. That's always a biggie. The award is presented each year to an outstanding citizen who has given a life of commitment and service to Wayne County. The prestigious Ali Toomey Service Award, who, in my opinion, was one of the finest people I've ever met, Ali Toomey. But the prestigious Service Award will be given to an individual who has volunteered their time and service above and beyond. Last but not least, the Ambassador of the Year Award will be given. That is all set for Goldsboro Event Center on Thursday, January 26th, a big event. Goldsboro Event Center. They got a lot of stuff going on out there. You know, we ran, when we couldn't do a program, we ran the Sherry Archibald's interview of the gentleman out at Goldsboro Event Center. They're all booked up. I mean, they've got stuff going on.
It's a nice place.
It is. They've got weddings, they've got reunions, they've got banquets, annual banquets, all kinds of stuff going on. Anyway, let's see what else we have here. From the Senior Center, the Alzheimer and Dementia Educational Enlightenment is inviting caregivers and spouses and family members and those of the community to attend the January 12th and 26th at the Peggy Seeger Senior Center. Now, it will begin at 5:30 with refreshments. The goal is to educate the community about Alzheimer's disease and dementia. During the meeting, participants will be given helpful tips and information and will have an opportunity to meet others that may be facing similar challenges when dealing with an Alzheimer or dementia diagnosed person. Tracy Smith will be the instructor. With many years of experience, she will be able to answer questions you may have and offer lots of helpful information. Call Rob. If you have any questions about this, call Rob at 919-731-1589, 731-1589. Okay. Place that right there.
You do that.
Good, good, good. What is that right there?
What is
That's
this?
a jazz showcase. Tell them about that.
Jazz.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, baby, baby. Yeah, baby,
Wayne
baby.
County
Yeah,
Jazz
baby, baby.
Showcase will be Friday, January the 20th. It will feature Melva Houston.
That's right.
I will tell you this, they do have a new mobile where you can text ARTS, ARTS, to
Yes.
41444 to make donations to the Arts Council.
Gravy.
And you can donate anywhere at any time.
Cool. Far out. Okay. Also, coming up, we've got Father of the Bride. That was a fantastic play on Broadway for a number of years, and it was a fantastic, made into a movie twice. First time with Spencer Tracy, and the second time with wild and funny guy, what's Steve Martin. Thank you very much. Anyway,
Would you like to try that again?
I don't want to. No, that's good. That'll do. I don't want to. I don't want to press my luck. Father of the Bride, coming up on January 20th and 21st, starring the one and only Jeffrey Holtz. Jeff Holtz and Helen Badur is going to be in it, as well as Susan Lee. And all this gets underway at the Paramount Theater on the 20th and 21st. That's a Friday and a Saturday night. And I believe it's 7 o'clock is the time all that gets underway there. Tickets are $20, and that is a deal because you will love the show. You'll love it, love it, love it, love it. Love it. Woo-hoo. Okay, let's do this.
What are we going to do?
Oh, you didn't see? I just did that. Let's do something else. We're going to go to our interview. How's that?
Sounds
Is that okay? Is that peachy keen?
good. Sounds good.
We're going to peachy keen here. We're going to go to our interview, and we'll be back after that.
Good evening. I'm Corporal Marissa Davis with the Goldsboro Police Department. I'm actually with the Police Department Crime Prevention Unit, and it is indeed an honor to be before you today. I'm here to talk about motor vehicle safety. But before I do that, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've been a Goldsboro police officer for over 20 years. I spent quite a bit of that time on patrol until I was promoted into the Crime Prevention Unit, and now I am currently working as a crime prevention officer and doing what I really enjoy doing. I like working with my community, just helping others, and just being a part of the community. As a native of Goldsboro, it's an honor to see some of the change that has taken place in our community, and it's a great thing. You know, downtown looks wonderful, and it's just a pleasure to see. And on the other hand, as a native, it hurts me to see some of the senseless crimes that go on, because we are like a family here in Goldsboro, and I indeed don't want to see my family hurting when someone's killed or shot, So I'm just glad to be here today and look forward to this presentation. So we'll get started with motor vehicle safety. So before we start, there's a small message here from the Chief of Police. Just want to thank you for your continued support in our community and to the Goldsboro Police Department. Our police chief is Chief West. He has been a police officer for over 20 years, and He's worked his way through the ranks, and he's our chief, and he's doing a great job. Okay, so here's something about us. The Goldsboro Police Department is a community-oriented police department. So what does that mean? Community policing, or either you can say community-oriented policing. It's a strategy or a policy that focuses on police building ties and working closely with members of the community. So what's the goal of that? You know, I know we can say, oh, we're a community-oriented police department, but what is the goal? Well, the goal of community-oriented policing is to bring the police and the public it serves closer together to identify and address crime issues. So instead of just merely coming up on the scene to emergency calls, arresting people, police officers in such programs get involved in finding out what causes crime and disorder and attempt to creatively solve problems in their assigned communities. If you'll take a look at the picture over here on the side, this police department, they had a great idea. The police department, they got signs together and they went out into the community and they just gave out free hugs. You know, this is a time that we want to feel the love. We want people to know that we are there to help support them through whatever situation that they're in. So they just thought free hugs were great. So whatever creative idea that we can come up with, you know, that's what we're trying to do. And we want the community to know that they are a part of the community and we need their help to solve the crimes that we're facing, some of the things that are taking place in our community. So here we are, Goldsboro Police Department, 2016. We are a community-oriented police department, and it takes everyone working together, the police department and the community. Take a look at this slide here. So as you can see, years ago, it said, don't worry. The criminal says, don't worry, man. It takes the cops at least 7 minutes to get here. So that was the mindset of a criminal. They felt like they can get to a scene and break in or do whatever they needed to do before the police arrived. Well, now, as you can see, the police officer, he says that was before community policing. So the mindset is that if the community is looking out and they're seeing these crimes taking place, they'll give us a call. We can get there quickly and quicker than, you know, we used to years ago, and help solve these crimes because we have people watching and that are willing to take a stand to call the police and give us some direction and some ideas on what they saw. So crime, that's what the big thing is, crime. That's what we're talking about, motor vehicle safety, it all revolves around crime. So crime is a costly and demoralizing problem affecting all of us. The victims of crime suffers injury, financial loss, and intimidation. Everyone is affected by higher prices for products, taxes, insurance premiums, and the sense of insecurity and fear that results from criminal acts. Those who live or work in high crime areas can be deprived of some of life's normal opportunities and pleasures by the social and economic impact of crime and by the alienation and despair that accompanies the fear of crime. So that's the big picture here. We're the police department. We want to solve crime and prevent crime from occurring in our communities. So before we get into the big scheme of motor vehicle safety, I have a question. Which of these items are more likely to be stolen from a motor vehicle? By show of hands, you can pick 1, 2, or 3. Okay, so let me see your hands. Okay. Those are all good choices, but the answer is all 3 actually. Believe it or not, you see 1 is a pocketbook, 2 is medication, 3, a laptop. All of these items are items that people leave in their vehicles that are potential to be stolen from your vehicle. So the mindset is we want people to lock their doors and secure all items. You know, I know you would probably think medication, you know, why is that stolen out of a car? People, you know, they keep their medicine on them if they have to take it on a regular basis, and they may leave it in their cars and it's taken out of their cars. It's something that we're seeing more often now. So with motor vehicle safety, one thing I want you to start out knowing is that you play a key role in preventing crime. So it's all about what you decide to do. It's up to you. The awareness is an important tool. So we want you to be aware of your motor vehicle and your surroundings at all times. Thinking about safety is the first step in crime prevention. Make it a priority. You know, with everything you do, sometimes you have to make things into a little game with your children. So make it a priority, you know, look around, see what's going on. Always pay attention to factors that can prevent crimes. So whether it's in your home, you know, with security measures in your vehicle, with keeping your vehicle locked and secured and keeping items from inside your vehicle, or if it's out in the public and you're walking through the mall and you see something that's suspicious. You know, we've had in the media, we've seen lots of things take place in these malls that's unbelievable. So now we have to be more alert and cautious of things more than ever. When sending mail, using the phone, or even using the internet, you know, safety is something that we have to implement in everything that we do. So motor vehicle safety is here. That's what we're here to talk about. Breaking and entering into a motor vehicle is a crime that occurs at any place, at any time. There's no particular area. You don't know when it's going to happen. It's going to happen if you don't take precautions. So today we're going to discuss some tips to help decrease your chances of becoming a victim of a breaking and entering. So here's one of the first tips. And this is something that we're going to be coming into more and more as we go into the holiday season is, you know, parking your vehicle in a well-lit area. When possible, it's a good thing to park your vehicle in an area that's well lit. If you can get near one of the light poles or up close to the door, that's always a good thing if you can. That makes all the difference. Criminals do not like light. They want to do most of everything in the dark. So park in a well lit area if possible. You always want to lock your vehicle and place all valuables out of sight. So even the things that you think is not valuable is what you want to place out of sight. I know we've had times where it could have been, you know how we have those cases that we put our Bibles in? It could look like a pocketbook to the average criminal if they're walking through a parking lot looking in the doors. So you want to keep those items out of sight, pocketbooks, cell phones. Even I would suggest taking the suction cup GPS. If you had a GPS system and it was suction cupped on the window, I would suggest taking that off. Definitely want to keep your firearms and money out of sight and secured in your vehicle. Okay, so you want to roll up all windows and make sure the trunk is locked. I know sometimes we say trunk and then if you're real southern we might say boot. So you want to make sure the trunk is always locked and keep those windows rolled up and secured. Okay, so you never want to leave your vehicle running while unattended. This is something I know in the wintertime, we want to run into places really, really quick and, you know, leave it unattended. We might want to run into the store and get something, but you really have to be careful with this. We had an incident a few weeks ago where there was a vehicle stolen because they ran into the store really quick and that they thought was really quick, and they came out and the car was gone. So, you know, luckily we were able to find the car, but, you know, it was just that process that you have to go through because no one wants their vehicle stolen. So that's, I would always suggest to never leave your vehicle running while unattended. Okay, so you want to never hide an extra key for your vehicle under the bumper or the floor mat or inside the hood or gas caps. I think those were old, I see some of you smiling, those were some old practices that we did years ago, but now I think we're becoming more responsible, and you know, you can have a friend to have an extra key for you, or your spouse, someone that they can come and help you if there was an emergency and you locked yourself out. Along with maybe, you know, now we have AAA. You know, we can call the AAA people and they can come help us instead of putting ourselves in a situation that the key's hiding. Okay. Any questions so far? Okay. So you want to always visually check your vehicle's interior and under and around it as you approach to make sure no one is hiding. This is a practice that, you know, at night when you're going out to your car, if you were somewhere like Walmart, you want to always look around and look inside your vehicle before you get in it, because if you left your vehicle unlocked, somebody could be inside that vehicle. So you want to always kind of do a scan. Start practicing, you know, scanning before you get into the vehicle and checking around the vehicle. Okay? It's always a good thing to have your keys ready when you approach. You never want to be fumbling with those keys or trying to find them or overloaded with packages that you can't find your key. You want to always have that key in your hand that you can just readily get into the car as you approach it. All right. So when walking away from your vehicle, look around to observe people that appear suspicious or that do not have any reason to be there. And you'll kind of get an idea for people that are suspicious or don't have a reason to be there. You know, they'll kind of maybe look at you funny, or you may see them looking around at other people's cars. So if you see that, call the police. I want you to know that you can call the police for anything that you feel is suspicious. They're going to ask you a series of questions, and they may want to get an idea for what it is that you see. But if it's something that wants a police officer to come and respond, they're going to send someone. Okay? All right. So here we are now with installing a car alarm. You know, that's a good thing if you can get the feature that's already on the car. That's great, but if not, have one installed, because most pedestrians will turn and look when hearing an audible alarm activate. So thieves don't like to have attention drawn to their presence. So that attention, if they hear that alarm, most of the time people hear an alarm, you're going to look around to see what it is that you see. And if you see something that's out of order or something suspicious, then you're going to, I would hope that you would take other steps to call the police and let us know what's taking place. But that's a great indicator once that alarm activates. So what about an anti-theft device? It's a good thing to install some type of to have an anti-theft device. If you take a look at the picture, here's one, the club. I think, you know, a lot of people up north, I remember going up north, everybody had a club on their cars, because that was like the safest measure of, so people wouldn't steal your car. So that's another item that you can have to help you with safety of your vehicle. Okay, and I spoke about immediately reporting suspicious people or behavior in the areas when you park your vehicle. So you want to be sure that you do that, and let us know what you see. So the process of reporting a call, you know, they're going to ask you a series of questions, like I said, and I'm reiterating this is because a lot of times we're here, the public, they don't want to get involved. Well, you can respond to those questions, and the telecommunicator may ask you if you would like to give your name and have the police officer call you back to get further information. But if you don't want to do that, you can tell them no, you don't, and continue on with whatever it is you need to report. We really need people to step up and be the eyes and ears in our community so we can solve crimes. Okay. So if you have some indication that someone's following you, you want to drive to the nearest police or fire station, police department, gas station, or well-lit area if you think someone's following you. We get calls like this all the time, you know, where somebody's behind me, or they're following me too close, or it looks like somebody's behind me. And if you're doing that, you can drive to the nearest station, or you can call 911 and let us know where you're at, and then we can come to wherever you're at. So does anyone have any questions? I know that was a lot of information kind of quickly, but you can call me. I'll give you my email address. I'll still hang around after the presentation. And if you want to ask me something one-on-one, then we can do that, or you can call me later. All right, so are there any other questions? I know that was a lot of information, like I said, and we can, I'll be over standing around here when it's over if you have any other questions, okay? Thanks for having me.
Back on Wayne Goldsboro Television, January 10th, 2017. Thanks for being with us. And a very quick reminder that the program airs Monday through Friday at 7 a.m., then it repeats at noon, then it re-repeats at 5:30 p.m. We have a toy drive and collection thing coming up here pretty soon, on the 14th, as a matter of fact, just a couple of days away. That's this week.
This Saturday.
This Saturday, that's right. This Saturday you can take your clothes, your food items, non-perishable foods, your new and used, gently used toys to the train depot in Mount Olive, and this is to help those youngsters who did not have a good Christmas. It's to help people out here, people who are in need. And it's sponsored by New Beginnings, which is the Widows and Widowers organization out of the Mount Olive area, but now this is for everybody in Wayne County. It's at the train depot in Mount Olive. They will be collecting these items and then having a toy drive. Now, if you would like to participate, you can call Vicki, and her number is 919-658-3961, 658-3961. And again, 658-3961. There you go. That's coming up this Saturday. Okay, let's see. What's special about today, or what makes today special? How do you want to say it?
Either way you want to.
What's special about today? Today is special because, number one, it's January 10th, and number two, it's the first day of the year where the date is two numbers. We're a 1 and a 0. We're binary. There you go. Yeah. Okay. Today is the 10th. That means today we celebrate League of Nations Day. Today is also National Poetry at Work Day. Think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree. I like that. Furthermore, in today's news, we also celebrate today being National Cut Your Energy Costs Day.
That's hard to do with the weather.
It's hard to say, too. It really is. Hard to do, yeah, with the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cut Your Energy Costs Day.
And your temperatures in the single digits.
Yeah, that's right. Today is Stephen Foster Day. Carry me back to old Virginia. Of course, I don't know how old Virginia is, but anyway. Also, let's see, what else? Whole bunch of other stuff as well. Stephen Foster.
I think that's it.
He died without a penny in his pocket, as rich as he was. No, that's not it. There's more. There's one more. I've got to mention this. This is very serious.
No, don't.
Hmm?
No, don't.
No?
Which one you going to do?
I was going to do the No Pants Subway Ride Day. You don't want me to do that one?
Go ahead, Mike.
You sure?
I'm prepared.
Today is No Pants Subway Ride Day.
Would you like to explain?
Yeah, well, you know, it's just what it says. If you plan on riding a subway today, wear no pants. Look, I don't make this stuff up. I could, but I don't. There's no need to. It's all right here. Okay. Oh, you're waiting for me? Oh, okay. Here's today's trivia question.
Devils?
Category is devils. That's the category. In the song, The Devil Went Down to Georgia. You remember that song?
I do.
All right. Well, a good old boy from down around, just outside of Wilmington, down out near Belleville, put this song together and made a recording of it, and it was a tremendous hit. The Devil Went Down to Georgia. What can the hero of the song win? What does he win if he plays better than the devil? Which he did, by the way, according to the song. And as he did, what did he win by playing his fiddle better than the devil played his fiddle? We'll have that answer for you coming up next in the next segment of the program here on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Today we're joined by Corporal Jason Adams of Goldsboro PD, and here to give us a Crime Stoppers report. How you doing?
Good, sir. How are you?
Appreciate you coming in, Corporal.
Not a problem.
We have a crime of the week, and it's a big one.
Yes, it is.
Tell me about this.
On the 3rd of January, we had a break-in at 1002 Sunburst Drive, which is the classic Chrysler Jeep Dodge Rams overflow lot.
Oh, okay.
So it's where Sunburst Foods used to be and everything.
Right.
So it's a fenced-in area, a little bit obscured from the public's view, and that's where they keep a lot of their brand spanking new vehicles.
Overflow, indicating
Overflow.
that they just don't have room for it on their lot, that they
Correct.
would keep, this is a storage area or a staging area.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So for their area over on Oak Forest.
Right.
So, but we had someone that actually cut the fence, went in and broke into 14 of their brand new vehicles.
Wow.
And actually ended up stealing 6 set of tires, so 24 tires in total, and rims
Tires and rims.
from some 2017 Dodge Ram pickup trucks.
Oh, man.
So over $20,000 worth of stolen property and everything, and the other vehicles that were broken into were also brand new, ranging from Jeep Cherokees, Renegades, Patriots, and some other vehicles that they actually had out there.
Oh, my goodness. And when did this happen?
So it happened in the evening of January 2nd, sometime after closing, and they left. And then when they came to work the next day, in the afternoon, it was actually located on January 3rd.
So this is an overflow lot, but there's personnel there.
Yes, they come in
until they close.
Correct. Yeah, they come in. They're either bringing vehicles in and out. To their other lot over on Oak Forest, or they're letting actually shipments that are coming in and they're offloading at those overflow locations.
Wow. All right. So where do we stand on this? What do we do?
Well, right now, if someone sees anybody
With
some
6 sets of
tires that are brand new
Tires and rims.
from a Dodge Ram pickup truck,
Yeah.
or anybody that's trying to sell them, it might be through social media. They may be doing that or something. Don't hesitate to give Crime Stoppers a call.
Wow.
And we're just looking at any information.
So these are brand new tires and brand new rims.
Yes.
Off of 2017 Dodge Ram pickup trucks.
Yes.
That is a lot of money there.
Oh yes. Brand new.
And was there any indication of what was taken from the other vehicles, the Jeep and all those?
What they actually did is they really didn't take as much from those other vehicles. What they did is they broke into the other vehicles to get the jacks and the locking lug nut lock, so they could actually take the tires off of the Ram pickup trucks.
We don't want to give out too much information
Right.
here, but I think most people are aware of how that works. Okay. Okay, so if you have any information about this crime, or any crime for that matter, especially, but right now this crime, this is a $20,000 crime.
And more.
And actually more, yeah. $20,000 in tires and rims.
Yes.
Anyway.
And then damage.
Oh, yeah,
so,
that's right, the damage. The number to call or text is 919-735-2255, 919-735-2255. You will remain anonymous. In fact, you don't want to know who they are.
No, I do not.
Do not want to know who you are when you call this information in. And there's instructions as to how you can receive a reward for turning in any sort of information about this crime. Corporal Jason Adams with Goldsboro Police Department bringing us information about the latest Crime Stoppers report. And Jason, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
All right. This is Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us on this Tuesday. Yesterday, we had some mechanical issues. I don't know, cold weather or something caused it to happen. We had to run a best of program yesterday. But yesterday, speaking of special days, yesterday was a very special day. Special day because yesterday was a special day because it was, what was yesterday?
It was Law Enforcement Appreciation Day.
Yes. Yes. Now, if you happen to see law enforcement out in the street, out doing their job, whatever they're doing, then don't interrupt what they're doing. but just when you get an opportunity, just go up and say, look, I appreciate what you do. Thank you for being a law enforcement officer. Right?
Yes.
And we do appreciate what they do. They're serving and they're protecting. They're on the streets. They're in many times in a very dangerous position. And these are your friends, your neighbors, the people that live down the street, go to church with you, and the kids go to school with your kids. So we need to tell them that we appreciate what they do. Whether it's a police officer in Fremont or Pikeville, or in Walnut Creek, or a police officer in Mount Olive or Goldsboro, whether it's a highway patrolman out cruising the highways and helping people out, which is what they do, or anybody from the sheriff's office. We appreciate all they do. We appreciate the first responders as well, first responders. So it's Law Enforcement Appreciation Day, and we want to let them know how much we appreciate what they do.
Yes, and as a matter of fact, Goldsboro Police Department is holding an event that you can thank the police. It is Coffee with a Cop.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
On January the 12th, which is Thursday.
Day after tomorrow.
That's right. At 8:30 a.m. at Bojangles on NC 111 South.
Bojangles.
Yes.
That's almost immediately south of 70. 70 and 111. Right?
Yes.
That's where Bojangles is out there, 111. All right, what time does that start?
Begins at 8:30 a.m.
Okay.
at Bojangles.
Tell them how much we appreciate what they do. Excelente. Okay, another fancy words like that. Okay. We're still waiting on when the Goldsboro Family Y is going to, we don't have word yet, do we?
We don't have word on the open house, but they will open today at 8 a.m.
8 o'clock this morning, Tuesday
Yes.
morning. They'll be open this morning. The beekeeping class was canceled last Saturday because of the inclement weather on the 7th. So they're going to reschedule. I don't know how they're going to reschedule it, but the next one is due this Saturday. They're going to be at the Cooperative Extension Service. You can call them to find out what they're going to do. Every Saturday now until they finish. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, it's $50 per person, $75 for the entire family. You can get more information by calling the Cooperative Extension Office, 919-731-1520, 731-1520. Over the weekend, Governor Roy Cooper announcing the Federal Emergency Management Agency, that is FEMA, has approved the state of North Carolina's request for a 14-day extension for Hurricane Matthew survivors to apply for federal disaster assistance. Now, the new deadline is now January 23rd. You have until January 23rd to apply for assistance from FEMA. The FEMA office at the W.A. Foster Recreation Center is closed. You'll have to go online or go on phone to apply for assistance if you haven't already. The governor said, this is a quote, "Our top priority this weekend is keeping families safe during the winter storm. As soon as conditions improve, I urge hurricane survivors to register with FEMA to see what aid may be available to help them recover and move forward." This is the second extension granted to help those impacted by the hurricane. The state requested more time for survivors because of a notable dip in registrations during the holiday season. Additionally, the weekend's winter storm may prevent some people who intended to register from doing so. So January 23rd is a new deadline for asking for help from FEMA. If you need information, you can go online, or you want to go ahead and file and register and get help from FEMA, go to disasterassistance.gov, disasterassistance.gov. You can call the FEMA helpline, 1-800-621-FEMA, 621 FEMA, or that's 621-3362. And if you're deaf or hard of hearing or have a speech disability, you can use a TTY, 1-800-462-7585, 1-800-462-7585. You can also download the FEMA mobile app. And again, January 23rd is the deadline for this. Let's go ahead and give the answer to our trivia question for today. Johnny was the subject, I believe that was his name, in the song "The Devil Went Down to Georgia." Devil went down to Georgia. And Johnny was a hero, and in this song, he won something. If he played better than the devil. The devil challenged him. I'll tell you what, old son. So when Johnny did play better, he won something. What did he win from the devil? What did Johnny win? He won. That's right. And that's our program for. Wait a minute, I didn't.
That's
tell
right.
No, that's okay. He won a gold fiddle. Yeah, that's right. The song written by a good old boy from down Leland way. Leland, just outside of Wilmington. All right.
We should have had the song playing.
Go ahead and sing it.
I don't think.
There you go. That's our program for today. You know, I need to copyright that. And that's our program for today. Did I say that? We'll be back in here tomorrow. Tomorrow being another day. Wednesday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. I knew that. So until then, I'm Wayne Alley.
And I'm Pat Garner.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television.